Never Stop Learning, week 304. We're going to take a quick look at how to create a sphere or a 3D ball in Adobe Illustrator CC 2017. Alright, so I'm going to show you two different methods to create a sphere. Now, this isn't something that you're going to need to do every single day, but you're going to see a couple workflow tips along the way that are going to help you out in other areas. Alright, so the first method, big shout out to my friend John Harmon. He actually showed me how to do this. He's a master of blends. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is I'm going to hit the L key on my keyboard. That's going to bring up the ellipse tool. I'm going to click and drag, and instead of an oval, I'm going to hold down the shift key, and that's going to give me this nice circle here. If I bring in the space bar, I could actually reposition this guy. Alright, that looks pretty good. I'm going to release the mouse, and now I have my sphere that I'm going to start this off with. Alright, while I have this object selected, I'm going to hit Command C, and that's going to copy this onto my clipboard. Alright, now I'm going to hit Command F for paste in front. Alright, and now I just need to resize this sphere that's on top of the other one. Alright, so I'm going to come over here, hit the V key. Now I'm just going to reshape this guy. I'm going to click and drag, hold down the shift key, and scale this guy down a bit. Alright, right there looks good. I'm going to release. Alright, now I'm going to come to the bottom right, click and drag, hold down the shift key. Something like that looks good. And release. Now I just want to reposition this guy. Right there looks pretty good. Alright, now I'm going to select both of these guys, then hit the W key. That's going to bring up the blend tool. Alright, I'm going to click on one object and then the second object. Now nothing happened, right? I'm going to deselect by hitting Command Shift A. I'm going to hit the A key to grab the direct selection tool. I'm going to click on that little circle, the one in the upper right area. Now I have that guy selected. I need to change the color of this circle. Alright, so I have my fill activated. I'm going to hit the comma key, and that's going to bring up the color panel. Over here, I have my colors set to HSB. Alright, you can switch that up by coming into the flyout menu and then just choosing HSB. Alright, I'm going to back off on the saturation and increase the brightness. Alright, now I got a highlight. And basically by changing the color here, I could change the intensity, or I could back off on it, give it more of a subtle look. Alright, now this is all happening thanks to the blend. Alright, I'm going to select my objects, come over here, this is where you find the blend tool. Alright, so I'm going to double click on that, and that's going to bring up my blend options. To see what's happening, just hit preview, and that way when you make a change, you'll see it updated over here in your artboard. Alright, currently I have spacing set to smooth color. I'm going to back off and go with specified steps. Currently it shows 139. What if I switch this to 20? I'm going to hit tab. Now you can start seeing some of that banding happening there. Alright, let's go down to 5. Alright, so what's actually happening is we created a blend from one large dark blue circle to a small light blue circle. And you're seeing the steps that go in between. That's why if I increase the number of steps, you won't really notice it as much. So let's increase this guy to, I don't know, 200. Alright, now we got a smooth transition here and it just looks like a nice clean light. I'm going to click OK. And if you need to reposition your light, just select it, click and drag it around. Alright, just move this guy around wherever you need. And remember, you could also resize it. So we'll back off on that a little bit. Or if you want like a big spotlight, boom, there you go. Alright, I'm going to move out of the way and jump into method number 2. So for this one, big shout out to my buddy Michael Mondragon. He came on my Twitch channel, let's say, I don't know, about a month or so ago, and he was talking about different uses for the 3D effect, and that's how we created a sphere. So I'm going to show you that one next. Alright, I'm going to hit the L key on my keyboard. That's going to activate the ellipse tool again. Alright, now I'm going to just click and drag the same way we did before. Hold down shift, get this guy repositioned exactly where I need it. That looks good, and release. Now I actually need to cut this guy in half, so I'm going to hit the C key, and that's going to bring up the scissor tool. Over here at the 12 o'clock position, I'm going to click on that anchor point. Let me see, just try to get right over it. There we go. Now down over here at the bottom at the 6 o'clock position, click. Alright, now this guy is actually split in half. Alright, so the side over here on the right, I'm going to delete that. So hit delete a couple times, get rid of those guys, good. Hit the V key to grab my selection tool and select this object. So now I just have half a circle over here on the left. All right, with this object selected, I'm gonna come over here to the top in the effect menu, scroll down to find 3D, and then choose Revolve. All right, so when I click on that, it's gonna bring up my 3D Revolve options. All right, to see anything in action, you wanna hit preview, like we talked about earlier, and check that out, we get this result here. This is not what I wanted. Now I did this on purpose just in case you run into this problem. If you take a look over here for Revolve, we are revolving from the left edge. So here's our shape here. So if we look at the left edge over here at the 9 o'clock position, that's where it's revolving, and that's why we kind of get this Mac trash can type of look. All right, so what I'm gonna do is change from left edge, I'm gonna go over to right edge. All right, cool. So now I got this set up here. It already looks awesome. Now, the other things that I wanted to show you in here that Michael blew my mind with was if I click on more options, all right, that's going to bring up the lighting. Over here on the right, you have all these different settings. Play around with those, and you could really fine tune this light to get the exact look you're going for. Now, I just want to focus in on this guy over here on the left. All right, you could grab the light, click and drag to reposition it. It's really cool. All right, so I've done that before. Nothing new there. Now, the part that was new to me, it's not new to Illustrator, is this feature here. You could actually move this light to the back of the object. All right, so I'm going to click on that. And now check that out. It's behind the sphere. You can kind of see the light creeping through over here in the top left section. All right, so I want to make sure that you could actually see the light. There we go. That looks good. The other thing I didn't know you could do is you could actually add multiple lights. So I'm going to click on New Light. All right, and just play around with this guy. So I'll come over here to the right, bottom right. But look, if I come over here to the top left, it starts joining with the other light. So you start getting that play between two light sources. All right, so I'm going to click OK. And that's awesome. I get the look I'm going for there. That looks great. But let's say you want to make some changes to this. You have to select your object. All right, come over here to the right, bring up your appearance panel. If you don't have yours on the right, just go into the window menu, find appearance, and you'll be able to bring it up right away. All right, over here in the appearance panel, check this out, 3D Revolve. Click on that once, and that's going to bring up your Revolve options again. So these are the same Revolve options you were using earlier. Just hit preview, and you'll be able to edit those lights again. All right, there you go. Make sure you don't go into the effect menu, 3D Revolve for the second time, because then you're going to get this warning. Basically, you'd be doing a 3D effect onto a 3D effect, and that's not really what you're going for. So there you have it, folks. That's 2 different ways to create spheres or a 3D ball in Adobe Illustrator CC 2017.